Hey guys, Dr. Dual Sport here. Gosh, I've been sitting around in my chair in the house there too long. I've been watching a few YouTube videos. I've been working on some book work. Pretty well got my taxes ready for this next year. And all of a sudden though, I just been getting real antsy, real nervous, and but I think I've figured out what is wrong with me. I think the problem I have is that it's time to moto. Time to go for a little ride. So what I did is I took a jar and I took some little scraps of paper and I wrote down all of my bikes, put them in the jar, shook it up, drew out a number, and I've come up with the bike I'm going to ride today. I want you to listen very close and see if you can tell me which bike this is. Anybody know what that sound is? Yeah, some of you guessed it. We got the trusty old KLR. According to a lot of people that I've talked to, they tell me that this is the best motorcycle that's ever been made. And it's the best motorcycle that they have ever ridden. I don't know about that. It may be. This is my second KLR, and as you all know, we just rebuilt the motor on it, put in the big bore kit, stator. What else did we do? We did water pump seal. Only thing we haven't done is had time to ride it. So what we're going to do now is take it for a ride. Well guys, this bike has the Michelin T63s on, and I just come down through the track, through the snow there, and I didn't notice any slippage, but I'm kind of just taking her easy, getting used to this bike. Haven't really ridden it yet. This is the first time I've ridden it since we put the new piston in it. Did the motor, but and I've never had the T63s before, but they seem to, when I hit the snow, they seem to track through it okay. I don't know what the temperature is today. It's probably high 20s, something like that. Probably 25 degrees or 28. I don't know. But it seems to go okay, and it's funny how just two different same model of bikes will seem quite a bit different. My previous KLR was a 2006 model. Now this one is a 2002, so they're in the same generation. I think they should be the same deal, But suspension is always a little different on each bike. The suspension is soft on this one. It's kicked up on the, number 5 on the preload there. I haven't, measured the preload or anything, and I know the front fork seals are leaking, so that's another little project to set out. But just overall, the bike seems to run well, and it seems to be real torquey. I don't know that I can be able to tell a lot of difference yet, but and another thing, my other bike had the aftermarket exhaust, FMP exhaust, and this one is stock. And I think I kind of like the stock. I like the quietness of it, you know. But I brought her up that road. We took her up to 75 miles an hour. I think there's a 5,500 RPM or something like that. Okay, now this is just going to be straight icy stuff here, so let's be a bit careful. Yeah. Yeah, I can feel her spinning to the side and back there. Yeah, I can see the tracks of someone in the car there have been spinning, so. But it's definitely a lighter bike than the 1200 GS that I'm used to riding. So, you know, where weight is a factor, then, you know, maybe the KLR is a plus at times over the Beamer. But who's to tell? You know, but anyway, it's what I'm feeling. I'm liking it, so maybe we'll ride around it. But I'm going to turn around here, though. This is, you know, a bit slick. If I don't want to slip down. Woohoo. Here we go. Okay, so you know, I don't even know if you can ask this type of a question, but a lot of people do. Like, okay, would you sooner have this bike or that bike, or this bike or that bike, you know? So if we're riding this road right now, would you sooner have the KLR or the 1200 GS? Okay, I can answer it. Today, I think I'd sooner have the KLR. So what does that mean? Therefore, a KLR is better than a BMW GS 1200? Maybe not. Or I could say, would you, on this road today, would you rather have the KLR, or would you rather have the CRF 230 with the ice studs? You know, I think what we're going to do, I think I'm going to go grab the old CRF, and we'll take it up that road. We'll see what we think about her. You know, maybe that's the dream bike for an adventure in the middle of the winter in Utah. You know, maybe all the GSs should stay in Europe and Asia and South America and Alaska in the summer. Okay guys, here's where we were on the KLR. We took the KLR up this hill and we were slipping and sliding, and then we turned it around right here and had it back down to get the CRF. So see how she does. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. I don't know if this road goes up what they call Spring Canyon, and I don't know if Spring Canyon is open. I don't know if they have it pushed or not. So we may be just going up here a bit and turning around. So either way, hang in for the ride. Here we go. Yeehaw! Okay, this is the main road. Okay, we made her up Spring Canyon. Oh, that's some deep snow. Yeah, we're driving on, this is packed down by a tractor, so it's packed down to where, you know, there's about almost a foot of ice that we're going on here, so. Anyway, sun's going down. It's getting late. I think we better turn around. There's a big hill up there ahead that it would be fun to see if we could make that hill. But I think we're going to do that earlier in the day. If I can get my old reverse gear going here. Ah, there we go. Now we'll try the some downhill. Okay, guys, tell me what you think. If you lived in the middle of Utah, where there was snow all over the ground, and you only had one bike that you could ride, not counting on the dry highway freeways, but if you only had one bike that you could ride around through the boonies, what would it be? Would it be your 1200 GS Adventure, or would it be your KLR, or would it be your CRF 230? You know, today I think I would take the CRF 230, but and I actually think the KLR would be a close second. I think I probably could have made it. Probably could have made it here on the KLR if I had some studded tires on it, but it's just, you know, whenever you get into rougher country, the rougher the terrain or steeper or whatever, it's just easier to handle the lighter bike. Anyway, I'm glad we got out. I'm glad we got to go for a ride. I'm glad we got to ride the KLR. And I hope we can ride the KLR again, soon again. And, and I'm hoping we can head south. Maybe at least once this month and go down into the South Desert. There you can see the old Mount Nebo. Yeah, I'd like to go down and ride in the desert in the Red Rocks and ride the WR 450 and maybe the Beta Trials bike on some rocks down there. So, but I can't ride down there very often because that isn't where I live. This is where I live, so I have to adapt. I have to be like a chameleon, adapt to the weather. So anyway, I think the CRF's doing a pretty good job of adapting for me this winter. So woohoo! Never say never, huh? You don't want to get off in that bar ditch there. Anyway, we'll cruise down through the little canyon here. Head on home. So if you guys would like to, or I would ask you to, give me a little heads up on your feelings. Give me a little vote here. If you were me, what would you do? Would What kind of bike would you get? What kind of bike would you use? Or if you could have any bike, you know, on a reasonable budget, what would it be? Myself, I think the inexpensive CRF, you know, is about as good as you can get. Maybe you like something different. Let me know about it. This is Dr. Dualsport. Please like, subscribe, comment, and if you would like to, please share this video. Dr. Dualsport, out.